Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Imperator Rome Thebes, in which, by the way, this is going to be the second to last episode of this recording that came before the Marius update, which will happen, I should say, on February 16th. And as you look at the timeline here, it's almost like, yeah, we're about, like 50 some odd years till we reach the end date, which is 27 BC. And I have my intention on, well, let's just keep dragging this series on as long as I can, all the way to the end date. Even though I've already completed all the major goals that I had set out for this series, and that was, the last major goal was conquer 3 major cities: Alexandria, Carchedon, and now Rome. So the question is, now what? Well, there's a few other places that I still have claims to, such as Middle Egypt, a part of Carthaginian Africa, and also the rest of Italia. And we got all this great manpower and great wealth, even with the maintenance, so it's all good. So I thought about transferring all forces to Egypt, which is the easiest to fight because they're the weaker nation. You know, they got allies, and we do border with Egypt in few areas, so we'll have to send some of the armies there. Not all, but some. But remember, the real objective is this area, which would be to get the rest of Lower Egypt surrendered. Just want to really have Heptamus. We can't get claims in other areas like Parvo and Ammon, because we don't border with these areas. Does not say Parvo, does not say that, so no reason for it. Philistia, however, I recall that Gaza is another one of those areas. Simply for the sake of it. Yeah. And no, I am not planning on dragging this series on till I reunite Alexander's empire. No, that's too much, because we would be fighting the Persian Empire, which... What happened to them? Well, they fought their last war against them. I mean, they did win the territory that they've gained against Parnia. Unless their last war with the Mauryans, they prevailed. It's basically that last conflict that the Persian Empire had was too costly. Sounds like these Scythians have put up a fight. Even though we don't know for certain. Just based on what they have on their traditions. Again, one of the nations that I would never ever fight against, because no reason to. So we do border with them. So that's just... So again, Egypt it is then. The question is, who should we send? Also, you may have a bunch of lower cohorts. I would reward you, but listen, You're trying to buy troop loyalty? Well, not anymore. I'm going to take you off of command because that is the Royal Guard, unofficially. Abreas, the current ruler of the Hellenic League, will now take over. So I can use this ability. If there's any disloyal provinces, that is, getting to answer. Ionia, of course, because they have a food shortage problem. Also, I don't have a consort since just turned 16 recently. I'm researching lineage. And Alexandros is back in the game of being a contender, but he's about to pass. Plodding quietly to the very end. All that wealth for his years of service. Okay, here's what I have in mind. I guess they'll remain over there. And Egypt isn't going to put up much of a fight. Even with their allies, that would further contribute. Our route, which is, oh, awful lot of them. But they don't have much manpower. Boras. Okay. That settles it then. Begin your transfer to make your way to Memphis. Hopefully there's plenty of food here. Of course. It's fertile country, you know. I should transfer myself to Egypt. Take me to Alexandria. Saying too hard, sir. We changed our mind. We're going to Egypt. We were originally going to be shipped to Anatolia, but no, they are needed. That's 3 armies to Egypt. You continue building that road. Head to port that overlooks the Canal of the Pharaohs. Who else? This is also another one of the good ones. Questing pickup. To Athens. And that one ship is that one ship. This army will remain stationed in the Italian peninsula. This one will stay over here along with the cavalry army. Areas are stable, as far as we're concerned. There's been a significant population increase in Gordian, which is now full of Phrygians. Especially that the nobles are mostly Phrygians, because, you know, as we mentioned in the previous episodes, that half of the Hellenic army is ran by Phrygians, so we recognize Phrygian nobles as if they'd run the military elite around here. One more aqueduct. Yeah, way more Phrygians now. Because we encouraged migration here. And give them a mill. For slave happiness. Centralized population, damn it, we're encouraging migration here. So we're on the move now. Also, I should look for a spouse. Now that I'm around. Alright. Here's what I'm lacking. Marshall, obviously. But and since we cared about stability these days, I think the increase in zeal would help. The youngest one we got is... Oh no, there's plenty of... Okay. High charisma. Oh. She's my aunt. I know there's, I know it's part of that same family. Sister of Governor Talia, kinswoman. Lasps, that can't be good, because when you got a disloyal consort, that can add problems in the future. Unless you befriend a person. But not corrupt. Never accept bribe. So maybe her, because the Marshall. I got good enough charisma. Anyone else? Oh, I remember her. Extremely high charisma. When you have high charisma, that's less tyranny. I mean, increased tyranny reduction. Ability, popularity. Yep, but she's 27, but my niece will be loyal. I don't know, should I? Should I really? I mean, the zeal looks fine for stability reasons. But this one is going to contribute a lot to the charisma, which would skyrocket. But keep that well in mind. This is what it is. Morale recovery. Commerce income. Clay fabrication speed faster. Okay. I get it now. Maybe we should look for one that's good for Marshall and Brazil. Or just wait for somebody to give me offers of political marriage of a less prominent family. Also, I missed this one. There. Marry the youngest ones and they'll pick up a third perk eventually, or if any at all. Finesse would be the same if she didn't have inflammation. It's gotta be her. Sister Governor of Italia or niece. Kinswoman or niece. Kinswoman. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. That's the governor of Italia. Whose father was this? Whose father was... Oh. Macedonian descent. Anyways. We're shipping everybody to Egypt. Very well, Alexandros. Father never liked you. Now, who's gonna be in charge of this army? Whoa there, but problem. Home country in ruins. When does that go away? That modifier. Again, he's a Sabellian. Let us help you with that. Of your food shortage problems. Just start getting a bunch of vegetables in since we're using grain in most of the other provinces. Hopefully that'll be good enough. Not to mention our army units stationed over there, building a road that'll connect. If not him, then... Oh, it just went away. Well, you're in the army now, Mamericus. He's aggressive, harsh, and order. We're gonna leave these two up here. That's all we're gonna be sending. Well, this one's just gonna take its sweet time on the road. You'll be sent to capture this in the future. Level 1 fort, and they're trying to build more forts. That can't be good to anyone. To Canal the Pharaohs. You done? Again, I don't think the Romans will threaten us anytime soon, so probably transfer to Carchedon whenever we come pick you up. Because, you know, just in case of Carthaginian aggression. Wait for this one to drop them off. We're going to use this fleet to go send them to Carchedon. To be stationed there. to Ostia. How many are there? Send the other fleet, since all the others are busy. And I think those 3 armies, well, except for this disloyal one, that one should also be sent to Africa in case of Carthaginian aggression, so it won't get caught off guard. And watch out for storms. Tributary from Etruria. Thank you. We got so much tributes these days. Boy, another storm that you're going to be approaching. Yeah, right into the Saronic Gulf. Okay, went away. You're fine. Weather's rough these days. Send you down here. It's just again, 2-pronged attack through the middle part of Middle Egypt. Keep the loyalty up. And then this other army will be taking Philistia. Sinai's not a priority. No border forts. In fact, we never built one in Memphis. Let's get one. Don't necessarily have a border fort on this way either. Now that you arrived here. Okay, I think we're ready. Put him here. Oh, now we got a good look. That's the entirety of the Egyptian fleet. They only have one mega polarine. Plenty of light ships. Only one of each heavy ship. Led by this Aramaic admiral, who is a sea dog. Now we know who he is. We would just declare war right now and destroy his fleet and that little army right then and there. Would be premature, but I would have just given a bit of time, you know, drilling, but I think we're more than ready. And we're ready to provide backup. And of course, at the same time, we'll continue the transferring of armies to Africa in case Carthage strikes, because they're ready for war. Because they think we'll be busy with Egypt, and they figured we'll be distracted, but no, we're prepared. Sure, there's a few forts out there, but we can't really cover everything. And of course, some of these city-states would be fighting amongst each other, which we'll have to get them to. In fact, it'll make it easier. Lessens the war score. It'll make it easier. Also, that little bit, Sakulia. Simply for the sake of it, because it lessens the war score the next time we fight against Rome. Again, I have no desire to take on the Persian Empire, even though we do have one claim, but that's too little. The last thing I would ever want to do is fight against the Persian Empire. I mean, it may be weak right now, but losing men due to attrition. Oh, they got way too many cohorts. Maybe they spent a lot on mercenaries during their last conflict. But I can't know for certain. There's still no context of the Morians, even this far. Well, I guess we'll have to start now. Because, if we destroy their fleet, they're screwed. Begin your march. So the army will go on its own path towards Ammon, and then we'll meet up here. But again, we'll go as far as here. Don't go further down the Nile, because what else is there for us? All the way to Thebes, which is, you know, what they call in ancient Egyptian language as Waset. It's near where the Valley of the Kings is. I mean, after all, they're all Chemetics. Hang on. Hellenism almost doesn't exist in Egypt. They're all Kemetic. And there used to be a lot of Chemetics in Cyrenaica, but we successfully Hellenized them. But this process here, much slower. In fact, we've successfully Hellenized Carchedon. But the majority population is still Punic. And again, it's thanks to the efforts of having temples and theaters. But it has a mixed population, that's why there's a bit more Hellenic majority and little of everything else. But still largely Punic, but slowly Hellenized. It is a very cosmopolitan city. Build another theater. Alright. We start now, after 30 minutes of waiting. I would have loved to wait, but we've got no time right now. Apparently Carthaginian elephants are still for sale. About to catch them off guard. Begin your march. I'll be stationed here because, you know, Memphis needs me. If need be. Fortunately, there is a coastal road. Leads all the way over here. There's no border fortress. There, as far as we're concerned. We used to be friends. Now, here we go. Terrain is their benefit, but we have the better commander. All 50 ships gone. We have... Okay. Oh, we captured a quarter of their fleet. Nearly a quarter of their fleet. We didn't take back the heavy ships. I mean, we used to have that long time ago. But this will add to a nice collection for this fleet. Now, Egypt has no fleet. Well done. And you did it right before, you know, we came to assistance. So now, blockade this area. Don't let them go anywhere if they think about building ships here. I didn't consider. You know what, actually, once you're done taking all of Philistia, which there's only one fort, and it's right next door to Jerusalem. Hope you got enough supply. There we go. Now turning our way. Keeping the peace. Willing to provide backup. Again, this should be an easy war. Philistia claimed, which we will have that to expand to there, to include Gaza. Jerusalem is the capital of Egypt? Well, son of a... I failed to realize that. I thought their capital was further down in Egypt. No, the capital of Egypt is Jerusalem. That would further add up to the war score when we take that, but in order to capture Jerusalem, we have to capture this fort first. But we'll get the rest of this. But mind you, Philistia is the only area we care, not Judea. That'll be too much on the aggressive expansion if we include Judea, but I don't think I would mind. I mean, you got them in a way. Now get moving. Should take this fort together. Take all the coastal cities and a bit of inland. And that's before right you get into here. Basically just capture all areas that are not under the zone of influence. Zone of control from one of their forts. But bear in mind, there will be enemies coming. And they're said to be more numerous. This is why we sent 2 armies to here down the Nile Valley. Ships aren't fully repaired. Oh no, this was only 2 damaged ships. One, 2. Okay, give it another month, then we're gonna blockade Canal of Pharaoh, so Egypt can't go anywhere. Come down here. March together. Stick together. And I'll begin the capturing of this city. You know, it's part of Sinai region, which I don't really want. Was governor of Asia. Not corrupt. I am really considering integrating Ionia because to stop the whole food shortage problem. And it's a good number of population, but to integrate them, gotta have at least this high of an opinion. The bellicose stance doesn't help. Oh, this will definitely help. Over time. I'm on. Haven't seen a single soul. No sign of the enemy, sir. Capture this more of Philistia. Three more to go. Start picking up the pace, man. Oh, hell. Where did all the food go? No problem. This is just all grain. And encourage trade from what? The food modifier. Nice to see you to assist us. Now we need to grab Parva. Who's the better general? Oh, you. Just looking at supply limit. What's good for us? Okay, it's good. You're staying here. I'm gonna go get the rest of this, and eventually the two will meet up. I'll be coming down to assist you a little later, once we get this city. We got it. What the heck? I mean, I am abrasive. Sack the heck out of the city for no reason? Our income is good. There's no reason for that. But I do need law court, so I'll just say let the men roam freely. There's no Hellenics here. Coming to provide backup in case of enemy attack that'll be coming from the upper Nile. Enemy contact. Found him. For the time being. What are you doing? That place ain't occupied. Don't know what was that about. Athenian. One more pot of Philistia to go. And then go for the fort, and then we'll capture its capital. Where is the Egyptian army? We see one of their allies, but no Egyptians. Stay in your lane. Oh, didn't realize it. Don't be mad. I'm gonna give you an office. I need you for the morale of armies. What are you still doing here? Here. Hey! Hate to do this to you. Don't like bribing folks. Stay here. Now we got all the territory that we wanted. But we have not encountered much opposition, because I have no idea what happened to the Egyptians. Are they stuck or something? What if somehow they're stationed over there and... I mean, after all, we did destroy their navy. And they almost have nowhere to go. And we're about to take the capital soon. Which would definitely lower their war enthusiasm. Back, let's come on down. Let's just go as far as we dare, shall we? Man of Ares. One of our soldiers has a reputation of a man blessed by the god of war himself, fighting with a frenzy unlike any other. Some of our other soldiers question why he's not been promoted after all his heroic deeds during war, while others treat him like some sort of demigod. He'll join the court. We'll find out who that man is. I think I see him. It's him. Brave, confident. Why aren't you in the army? Well, there's a bunch of old men in this army. This man might be dying of cancer. I think he should be the cavalryman, so... Wait, alright? You'll find a spot. Or you potentially a damn good admiral instead, because we lack of good admirals these days. We only have one good one, but some of it is in need of a refit in the Navy. Sack this city. Give me more lower cohorts. Maybe I should be sacking cities more often, personally. Move over. Return back. In fact, you're going over there. That's just in case we have to fight their armies here. Let me have the honor. This capital will soon be ours. Where are your gods now? Under Hellenic control. Yeah, keep doing that. It adds up the family prestige, you know? And the money. I see another city. As I said, we'll continue to go as far as we dare. We'll probably go all the way down to there. Again, it's mostly populated by Middle Egyptians. Saudi. Called Harrods, lower and Middle Egyptians living together. You're to be stationed there because they have a fort here. Two could play that game. Need to build more obstacles. And there's this open country, but let me see the zone of control. Get a fort here. No zone of control, no fort. Well, we got this covered, so don't worry about that. I mean, there's this cities I have to deal with too. Wish I would win the battle so I can, you know, hold a triumph for myself just to boost my ego. Or lack thereof. Oh, that reminds me. Need to keep, remember. She's no longer relevant. Oh, coming around now. Thanks to the stability. There's the Egyptian army. See, this is why we're sending you back here. I guess you'll handle the rest from there. Well, we'll be coming down here soon. Just give me backup. I'm here to sack those cities. And then we'll get one more out of this. Of province of Luxor. That's how far we're willing to go. All the way down to Luxor. Just down, up the Nile we go. Until we meet this local power. Basically we'll stop short at, well, not much of Aswan. Basically going down to all the traditional Egyptian areas. And plus Philistia. So I don't know how much we're going to get out of this. Knowing we do not have claims further down the Nile. Or up the Nile. Damn it. This is up. This is down. Know your directions of where the river flows. Don't get the rest. Let's get out of here. They're going to need some extra manpower. Stop. Stop to meet them here. Got him. Got him. More money, more prestige. We'll order you to come down here as soon as we take this city. Here comes another. Only a few lower cohorts. Just become humble. Alright. Back me up, alright? We're gonna take this area. We'll have the whole control of Luxor. All these other armies, we'll try to connect them. Really? Fort level 6? This is gonna take a while. So, we might need you to come here. We need more men. See? You may want to come down here right now. We need backup. Don't forget to get that part too. Are you sure there's no one else down here? Let's go on a patrol, shall we? Big place. As I said, what happened to the Egyptian military? They got a bunch of cohorts, but they got and all the manpower. They're probably stuck in some other country further down. And since we destroyed their navy, and they haven't bothered rebuilding, I assume they're stuck in this part here. And they have not give Egypt access, so they can't march back to there either. I'm sure we'll probably have to do something about those guys because, again, all I wanted is this, this, and this. But we could go further up the Nile, all the way to Luxor, and maybe as far down as Aswan. All the traditional Egyptian areas. But be careful, everybody's a Kemetic here, so Hellenizing them would take us a while. Bring the ships to Egypt again in case of Carthaginian aggression, which will have to ship everybody back over here very quickly. But taking the coastal road would take a long time. And also in case of, well, barbarian attack. Those desert barbarians. Hey, you haven't finished with all that. You do have the capital, that means you... Whoa there! Hallucin Forest. There they are. Engage them. I don't want to break away from the siege. Well, but we have the numbers. We have the elephants. Provide them backup, please. I'll remain here. We're using a bottleneck. You counter bottleneck with skirmishing. Don't take too long. You're going to need to pick up a pace soon. Even though we do have the numerical superiority. Get moving. You're the Egyptian here. You know the country. You know what these guys are like. They withdrew. They didn't finish the battle. Come back here. This is a heavily fortified area, and I can't do it without you. People in Taurus. That's Tarentum, some of you. A statue of me. Well, I'm already popular, so yes, go for this option. I'll get more popular during the course of this war. And boy, if I had a gumption, I would love to fight them again. Me personally should fight them. That's where the Egyptian army is. They just stopped short here. We'll be fine ourselves, but go. We found the enemy. We're sending you down here too. They're mad. Slow down, get your morale up. Righty. You know, since we have great income, and remember we're worried about possible Carthaginian aggression. Give them a little bit of food simply for the sake of it. I want you to start drilling, both of you. So that way, in case of aggression, you'll be fully prepared. Show them that we are willing to fight against them, because we're not going to be coming in, you know, unprepared. We're going to be ready for them. Drilling right across the border so they could see what we're... so we could say them that, say, hey, we're ready. We ain't afraid of you. Think about sending at least one fleet. Because don't you know how... You know, well, sometimes you need them for transport, but... How old are you? He's the elder and he's the best. Sending you to Carchedon. Just to be stationed. In case of, again, Carthaginian aggression. Again, you got the elephants. You could definitely devastate their infantry. But they got a good general, so be aware. The city is mine. See what we can do, despite the fact that our general cannot... I don't know about this. They have a good commander. One wrong tactic and this will be bad. But help is coming. But it's going to take a while, so even if you pick a bad tactic, all you need is to hold out. Not going to get the discipline here. Yes, no, maybe. Again, it's just Egypt and Egypt alone. It's their main army. Nope, it's even. They're using phalanx, they're using skirmishing. A Hebrew. He would have been more of a naval commander. But he's energetic, he's brave. Oh, morale of armies up. He's definitely going to put up a fight. See it. Again, our elephants will maul their infantry. got backup. There we go. We bested them. Go back here. We'll probably have to deal with them soon. Or I have to defeat them too. This is a big settlement. Nice to see you drop by. Get back up here. Don't go down to Aswan yet. I want the glory for myself. I need to win a battle. So I can hold a triumph for myself. Just to boost my ego, as I once said. I'm willing to drag this war on so I could get favorable peace terms. Where are you going? Come here. You may have the superior general, but I ain't afraid. Don't you know who I am? You're asking for it. They're damaged goods. This is my battle. Never thought I would be out there fighting. Hey. Stop him. I got this. Royal Guard. We'll fight that. Victory is mine. Now, please remember, when you hold a triumph, you'll be taken off command for a year. But it's alright. Their role is infantry support, which is supposed to support others in major battles. But it's just as a make me look good, so let's hold a triumph for Abreas. Because unlike, you know, past monarchs who never had the gumption to hold triumphs for themselves, they just wished to be supporting players, but oh no, I see something myself. Didn't get a cognomen nickname, but I am victorious. Monthly stability change up. That's important. And not to mention the popularity. See? Fastest. 0.08. Thanks to, you know, being victorious. At 19, I am victorious. But again, temporarily gonna be off command for about a year. Until at least after the war. Get back down here. We'll go to Aswan. Head to here. Oh. Do you want to give your governor corruption? No. The money is tempting though, but you know where we get our income from. This one. Because since we have a habit of building buildings. Does that mean for cities like this one we get an extra? Yes. Urban planning. So that's for all cities. Get another mill. Venja. See how well fortified this is. Level 2 fort, but right behind him is just 1. I think I got enough food. Let's go take that. So let's defeat those guys. We got plenty of years, Aristanike. We will have a baby one day. Move out. Going without a commander, I'm sure these boys are inspired by my actions. They're gone now. I will return soon. Uh-oh. We see them. Abreas is a man who always possessed a certain innate cunning. Recently, however, this has blossomed to a fully fledged ability to manipulate even the most stubborn person doing his will. Interesting. So, now. Me, you goof. Talking about Hellenic-Egyptian. Nobody fools Abreas twice. Even if there is a path to a bargain, he'll be the one to find it. Unfortunately, this lowers my zeal, but it does increase my finesse and the holding's income. And, if I need to, I can hire mercenaries and there'll be less maintenance on them. Even though I hardly ever use mercenaries, because you know about me being against using mercenaries. That's I'm a man of, conventional. Come on, get that morale fully up. I need you to get ready. It's about to be an attack. In fact, you come on down here too. Not there yet. Here it is. Alright, you got it. Go take this fort. We're not going to go all the way down here. They won't let us. But I'm willing to drag this war on to have this high of a war score so we could get favorable peace terms, just like what we did with Carthage and Rome. I guess nobody's up here, so. Hey! Ship them over here. Scare them off. They know what we're up to. I almost have nowhere to run now. Almost. Haven't returned. Just reveling on that grand old victory. Oh yeah, that. Just in case of a... what's the word I'm looking for? What's that word? Scorned. There you go. Ship them over. Nice to see you drop by. I ain't getting off that fort. Damn stubborn obstacle. Move up. Getting crowded. Nile's Valley's getting crowded. Oh, here we go. He's trying to seek treatment for his dysentery. We got your back. We're gonna need some help here. Except there's no other way around. Damn this geography. If you lose this battle, then... Oh no. Just hang on, alright? Not looking good. No, no. Withdrawal. Get away from there. Leaving them in the wolves. We have to. We'll get them. Get them soon. Door will be open soon. I'm back on command now. Let's get to work. And loot some cities too. Like this way. Because they're coming. Increase discipline. This time we fight better. Come on! What's it gotta take these bastards to surrender? These Egyptians are fighting hard because it's their homeland. They don't know when to quit. What's their favorite pet? Oh, I remember they were using envelopment. Use shock action. This is just to hold them off for a while. No, no, no. That's not how you win. Use this against shock action. Bibi, the Italiote from Egypt. Let's do things the Egyptian way, shall we? Give them back up. Get your morale up. Hardy bastards, aren't they? Finally got it. Move up together. You may want to provide backup on this zone. For the prestige. Morale was beginning to waver at the camp when Aristonicus stood up before the assembled soldiers and gave an inspirational speech. She convinced all who were present that the odds of battle were on their side, using her extensive knowledge of military tactics. When the soldiers marched the next day, they did so with the confidence that their victory was assured. Very inspirational of you. It's good to have someone like her. You married the right woman. Still drilling just to demonstrate Carthage. Don't mess with the Hellenic League. Don't mess with Greece. Just this once. Increased siege ability. Again, we lost half of our forces to these bastards. But we'll keep going. All we need to get is this city. Then that's when we should call it a war. Come on down. Going in. Backup will be provided soon. Return to Memphis. Food supplies are running low for you. I think that's all forces we need for this area. Uh-oh, here they come again. You better pick up the pace. Move! not enough. What level is 5? Damn it. But more reinforcements are moving up the Nile. I think you're gonna have to come down here too. And actually... Stubborn bastards. Where's our hell's reinforcements? These light infantry are just holding on. Get the elephants! Heavy infantry is only engaging light infantry. That's why they're taking their sweet time. Again, the light infantry are holding on. Our archers are getting them now. These Egyptian light infantry, man. They were stubbornly holding up against our heavy infantry. I'm going to tell you the reason why. Light infantry offense and defense increase. They're better at this sort of thing. And even more light infantry offense. That's why they're putting up a hard fight. It's an Egyptian way of fighting. So until our heavy infantry was defeated, we have to bring the archers, shoot them down. Fanatics. In fact, I'm going to have to withdraw. I'm going to take our leave, going back up to Alexandria. We are combat ineffective. Look at the number of cords compared to the actual. Combat ineffective. We've never used this term before in the modern military sense about here, but that's what this... that's what has happened here. That's why we're bringing in heavy backup, especially more elephants. Because the Egyptian light infantry just put up a hellacious fight. Hold here. Ah. Yes, the war's gone long now, but that's because we've reached it here. We'll get this fort down soon. Cousin belonging to one of the lesser branches of his family is becoming embroiled in a scandal at court. Court witnessed the youth managed to publicly shame himself in an incident involving a high-ranking priest and a crudely drawn portrait. Hey, this is a family matter that we'll handle. What's our prestige compared to the others? High, just as high as the other two prominent families that's been around for a much longer time. Can't hold it again until... well, that's till the next conflict. Any time now. Who wish to have a child. Got down here. No, thank you. Not here to make friends. Yet. Especially when it comes to army commanders. That old general's finally passed. Hey, Remember that guy? How'd you like to be in charge of the cavalry? Now that we finally got you on our side, we're gonna transfer you to Africa. Go pick them up, real quick. Stratus, what are you? Slowly inspired due to that, I assume. Just this once. Yes, he's got a lot of money, but... do I really need that? I have to bribe this bastard too. Aristanike, today approached the core of an interesting proposal. Namely, given that the warring war we find ourselves in, with our martial prowess and the personal leadership of an army by the skilled Basileus Abreas, skilled, she accompanied Basileus and his army into battle. The consort is passionately convinced that her presence will bolster the spirits of the fightermen as well as her Basileus, and that the royal family must defend her country regardless of their position, and if this needs must, she could quite capably command a flank. Of course she will join the Basileus. As long as I remain a general, she will accompany me. She will accompany me in battle. I assume it's to up the morale or discipline or whatever. I never had this occurred in, or as far as I know. Even though our unit is combat, in fact, our army is combat ineffective, I'm keeping using that term because... look what happened to them! We need to reorganize here. Hey. Finally got that damn area. Stop them. Alright, split up here. Oh yeah, I gotta get you soon, so in this case you take the place. This makes you happy. Hopefully if you wish to play with me one night, alright? Don't worry about that. Tyranny goes down faster than you would think. He was the Admiral of First Nauticon. That's the transport fleet. You'll do. He's not used for combat. You might want to begin shipping yourselves to Alexandria and a few other areas, because we found there's no navies that would be of concern. So return. Let's reorganize this army so we can get the morale up and reinforce faster. Then we'll be back in action. At least in the meantime. Where the hell's that man going? Oh, Menes, you bad man. Sounds like friendship is enough. You won't be convinced by bribery. We'll deal with you soon. We'll deal with you soon. Against First Stratos, the elite army. Where all the elephants are. We'll begin peace negotiations soon. Because the monthly war exhaustion is starting to increase. It's just some woman, so take the money. We'll have to begin withdrawal because, again, peace negotiations will be beginning very soon. So let's get out of here. We've done what we can. Let Menes do whatever the heck he wants. I may have to bribe him soon. Let's return. Oh, no. Remember your priority. Goddamn governor. The commoners are not our problem for once. It's just to get them to stay on our side. We had a slightly high war score, but it just lowered itself. But I think we may have to conclude that right now. No statesmanship. Oh, okay. Cautious upon my sword. Perfect traits for a tutor. You'll be it. Yeah, we're gonna have to stop this war right now. It's about as good as it could get, but not all of our forces are gonna be there, so keep going. Just keep going north until you reach here, because those are areas that are negotiable. And let him get lost. To Africa with you. Be stationed here. How about another fort? Because it's a metropolis and I find Carchedon dear to me. Again, I'm not going to take all of this. Oh no. Huh. That's too high of an aggressive expansion. But there's disloyalty inspired lately, and I'm going to need to stop that. That's the reason why we need to end hostilities. Until they reach here, then that's when we'll stop. Go ahead. Alright. This is where we'll end here. How long has it been? Feels a lot longer than that. It's not the deadliest war we've ever been, but the casualties were just even. Those Egyptians really put up a fight. They have full war exhaustion, they can't take it anymore. They even made some sacrifices too, and that's not even enough. So we've beat them up enough. So, let's see. I'm not saying our next war is going to be against Carthage, because I would like the next war to be against Rome to get the rest of Italia. And we can start another war, but aggressive expansion, you can wait a few. And about to get another military traditions. So, let's begin negotiations. But first things first, before I decide, what do you suggest? Hold on. What are you saying? That's just silly. No. I got a better offer. Start with this. This was the war target. I wanted Ammon. That's 36. Philistia. And, I guess here. Maybe. We'll consider it. Down here. Oh, really? We can go all the way down to the middle part of Egypt and Luxor. But not Aswan. Just to reiterate. Heptonomus, Parva, Ammon, Philistia. This is a maybe. Don't want Sinai. But I do want this and this and this one, but want nothing to do with their allies. They'll be left alone. They can have the desert regions, which isn't going to provide much population anyhow, nor economy that would help us. What, do we need to isolate Egypt by losing their connection to the coast and over the borders? I think that would do good. You know what? We don't need Jerusalem. Maybe Judea could get their revenge and try to take Jerusalem back in a possible war. And don't give them access. So they'll still have connections to this sea and into there, but as I said, isolating it would be a best option. But not them. Definitely not them. So take that off. Not enough to make it a client state. Or a tributary for that matter. Wouldn't matter. Unless you want to release some nations just to make it feel isolated. What's this area? Let me see. Nabatea. No, that's too much. Because that used to be Nabatean land. If we want to isolate Egypt further, that would be grand. But that wouldn't be enough. Again, we'll just have the Nile parts. You get to keep the coastal areas. I think that's how we're going to settle this here. I mean, if we try separate peace deals with people like them, that's not going to do us any favors. So, they're going to still be around. I think that's how we're going to sell it, so just screw them further. Yamanat is, where? Over here. Yeah. Aksum here. So that's 100. Yes, that's what I designed. Very high aggressive expansion, but it would go down fairly. So there you have it. Yamnat and Aksum are free nations, while Egypt further isolates itself from the rest of the world. But now we have to appoint frickin' governors of Nubia isn't going to be much. You govern it because it's not much of an area. Governor of Palestine. Oh, not you. Oh. Especially someone who's corrupt. So you'll have it. But Upper Egypt, the important part. Guess you. And also ask for that general bribing you so we can get you the heck back here. I'm just waiting for you to register. Come back up here. And so, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes this episode. The Hellenic League has expanded down to Egypt again. Most importantly, we've taken this area, which is something that we've long wanted. Because, you know, emulating Alexander the Great's conquest just for the last couple of episodes. But in the next episode, who's next? Carthage or Rome? But for me, I'm feeling Rome. Get them while they're weak, because they are still very much strong. Because of all these benefits they keep having. And they still got plenty of cities. And we have Veneto on our side. To get a different front. So the next episode is the aftermath of the war. And then the Romans. In which the real question... Now, again, this increases expenses. That would be very useful. The last thing I'll spend before we move on with anything else that is needed. As well as building the forts for Upper Egypt. But at least they kept on drilling just to make them think twice about coming here. So, we hope you enjoyed this episode. And, what is the time? 63 BC. So, and remember, the next episode will be posted on the day of the release of Imperator Rome Marius, which I will continue the Theban series for at least a few more episodes before, you know, the update comes. That does not mean I'll be recording during the days that despite the update came out. I mean, I'll still be playing on this patch just for a little while longer, for a few more episodes. And then we'll reach the end date for this Theban series, and then I'll figure out what will be the next series of Imperator Rome in the future. So, I'll see what I could come up with of what could be the next potential playthrough. Because I have some ideas, even though they're a bit long-winded ideas in the long run, but they're ideas nonetheless. So, again, hope you enjoyed this Egyptian war, and these guys put up a fight. Makes you wonder about Egypt and their future in the Marius update, since they're going to have their own set of missions and everything. But, we'll hope to see you in the next episode, but until then, so long for now.